All right, what's going on, everybody? Jonathan here. I'm just making this video to show you what a typical inbound call sounds like from my end. This is not rehearsed. I don't know what I'm going to walk into. Obviously, I wouldn't keep this unless I thought it went pretty well. I'm going to keep on doing my calls until I get one that's kind of realistic, but I don't know what I'm going to walk into. I just want you to see what it sounds like, the structure, the confidence I speak with, so you understand how to better do intro calls. Let's see how it goes.
This call will be recorded for quality purposes.
Good morning. This is Jonathan calling from BFF Bootcamp. Is this Zara?
Yes. Hi, this is her.
Zara, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm quite well. Thanks for being available to take this call. So, obviously, you had scheduled this intro call with me. You went to our website. You checked out our gym. So, my goal is to learn as much about you as possible. Why don't you tell me how you found out about our program?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you tell me how you found out about our program?
I actually just drove by and saw the gym, so I was just curious. So went on the website and I saw the different programs you guys had. So I was just wondering. I wanted to learn more about the programs and see if any of those work for my routine.
Sure. Now, do you have a routine right now, a fitness routine, or are you looking to get into a routine?
I'm looking to get into a routine.
Okay. And how long has it been since you've had some kind of fitness routine that's reliable and consistent?
I would say like 2 years that I've actually had a routine.
Okay.
But like randomly, my schedule's a little random, so I've just been like doing cardio and that's it. But I do prefer like a high intensity workout, so that's why I was checking out some of the programs and kind of wanted to learn more about them.
Okay. And what do you think caused the 2-year break? Is it just lack of motivation, lack of structure, not knowing what to do, life getting in the way?
Oh, it's because I had a baby.
Oh, you had a baby.
And
Okay.
the timings and everything. Yeah.
Was that your first?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So now I got some context. And what goals are you trying to accomplish right now? Are you trying to lose weight, tone up, get stronger, energy, mental health, all the above, none of the above? What are you after?
Yes.
The whole
I
shebang.
definitely want to get myself in shape, tone up, have a little bit more energy, and just kind of feel a little bit better how I did before. So, and I think a lot of it has to do with the workout too. So, pretty much incorporate something that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I used to do kickboxing and boxing too. So,
Very nice.
that's why I said something that's high intensity. Try Pilates and all that's not for me. So,
Yeah.
trying to learn more about the programs that you have and see if any of that I can incorporate in.
Yeah, I think it would be a good fit because our program does offer the strength and the cardio, but we also offer the kickboxing every Friday. So you'll be able to get that back. And I think what I found with a lot of new moms is that it's good to have a place where you can just escape and it's only about you, as opposed to
Right.
because you're always obviously your baby's number one priority. So I think it'd be a good environment just to be in the group dynamic. It's very structured. So before I explain how the program goes, do you have any injuries I need to know about? Knees, back, shoulders, elbows, otherwise?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll explain how the program goes. Essentially, it's an adult group fitness training program. We try to replicate the personal training experience. It's just that you're sharing that trainer, the group of people in a class. Okay. So every day is going to be a 1-hour workout. Every day is always going to be total body, so it's always going to be a little bit of arms, a little bit of legs, a little bit of butt, a little bit of stomach every day. And some days are going to be more bodybuilding style. Other days are going to be more HIIT style. But if you're coming in 3 days a week, you're going to get a comprehensive approach to health and fitness. And there will always be a trainer in the class. Okay. So classes are no more than 24 people to make sure that you get the attention that you need. And we also have 8 classes a day. All right. So we have morning class, afternoon class, evening class. I'm not sure if you saw our schedule, but when you envision yourself working out, are you more of a morning person, afternoon person, evening person, or does your schedule fluctuate?
My schedule fluctuates, so depending on I did see the timings that you guys had posted, but I wasn't sure if classes were actually at those specific times. But I think it would just have to depend I would just have to see like if the afternoon works one day, evening. I'm pretty open to working out at either time of the day. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Or so let me see what works for my schedule, and then I can make it happen.
Great. Well, that's perfectly fine. And that works to your favor because with our program, nobody's locked into any one class time. So if one day you wanted to do the 5 a.m. and then the next day you want to do the 12 p.m., doesn't make a difference. We have an app which will not only list out the workouts 7 days in the future, but it will also list out the schedule. So if morning time works for you one day and then evening time works for you another day, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're getting in, 3 days a week, you're going to get everything that you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So would I have to like pick the class each day, like not each day, but for the week, or is it like when the day opens up, you just select the class?
Okay. So
how does it work?
I'm going to answer two questions because I usually get that question. The first part is, do you have to do the same day? Like if you do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, do you have to do that every week? No. If your question was, do you have to schedule each day individually? The answer is yes. So whatever days you want to take, you have to schedule individually because we have that 24-person max class size and we don't want to go over that. Even though in the summertime it's kind of unlikely that we're going to hit 24 people in a class, as the seasons change, we want to make sure that we establish the structure that you reserve the class that you want to take, and it's very easy on the app. You just push a button and you're good to go.
Okay. And that's including weekends or just the weekdays?
That's including weekends too. Now we don't have class on Sunday. We don't have BFF Bootcamp classes on Sunday. We have a High Rocks small group training class on Sunday, but with our program we have Monday through Saturday, and the Saturday's schedule is 7:30 a.m., 8:45 a.m., and 10 a.m.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And then what about like the rates and stuff? Does it vary each class, or depending on like if you're taking a kickboxing class, or is it just one for all type thing? Like you said, because every
yeah.
Right?
No, the only thing that would be different would be the High Rocks class on Sundays because that's specifically a small group training class with a max of 6 people. But Monday through Saturday, throughout all the days, whoever's training, there's no different rate or anything like that. Like the membership allows you to. I'm going to go into membership in a little bit, but just to jump into that, the membership allows you to come in depending on the package, either up to 3 times per week or unlimited, and that's across all the BFF Bootcamp classes. Okay. Now there is one thing that I have to include, and that is that we do our best to keep the gym as clean as possible. So we just ask that if you're going to take class at our gym, you bring with you an extra pair of clean sneakers. They're going to be meant for indoor use only. So you don't have to go out and buy a brand new pair of sneakers. What we ask is that if you have a pair of sneakers that you want to work out with, you either throw them in the washing machine or scrub them on the bottoms. People usually bring them in a separate bag. You change into them once you get into the gym. Is that something you can get your hands on?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Well, I feel like I've done a lot of talking at you, but I've answered, I think, all the questions that I typically get from most people. Is there anything else that's important to you that I have not yet covered?
No. I think my main priority was like the plan and the schedule and stuff, which I think works out. So I think the only thing would be kind of see which plan I pick once I kind of find out like all the details about the membership.
Cool. So in terms of the best way to know what's best for you is for you to try out the gym. Anytime we get an inquiry on our program, we offer the trial. A trial is one calendar week for $20. That just means if you start on Monday, it ends on Saturday. If you start on Wednesday, it still ends on Saturday. So it's best to start on a week where you can get in either Monday or Tuesday to start. Okay? And then for that week, you have unlimited access to the gym. Monday through Saturday, take as many classes as you want, get a feel for the trainers, the training, the vibe, the program. If it's a good fit for you at the end of the week, you have one or two options where if you wanted to come in up to 3 times per week, it would be $147 a month. If you were looking for unlimited access, it would be $197 a month. But that's the decision that you make at the end of your trial. We just say try it out, test drive it, see if it's a good fit for you. If so, great. If not, that's okay too.
Okay.
So were you looking to do your trial this upcoming Monday, which would go from the 21st to the 25th?
Yes. I think so. I just don't know what time. I have to just figure out the time this weekend, and then yeah, I can probably start Monday.
Oh yeah, the time makes no difference. Whatever time you choose is going to be fine. Like I said, we're in late July, so you're not going to run into a class that's so full that you can't take it. So regardless of what time, makes no difference. So if you're dead set on that, let me just explain the registration process. It's always digital. So if I've answered all of your questions, what I'll do is I'll let you go. I'll send you a text message with a link to our secure website. You're just going to fill out your contact information, pay the $20 with a debit or credit card, and then give the system like 10 minutes to process. After 10 minutes goes by, you're going to get a follow-up text. It's going to be a link to a video, which just tells you how to download the app and schedule classes. And then you'll be all good to go. It takes like 3 minutes.
So if I have to come in, like if I'm coming on Monday, just for like a trial week, do I have to sign up for that, or like just after I pay like the $20 fee?
After you pay the $20, you'll get access to the app, and you still have to register for each class that you want to take individually, so that the trainer knows that you're going to be there, and so that we don't exceed the max class size.
And is this like the class? Are they like combination of beginners, all type of people, or is it just like all advanced? I just want to make sure.
No. Like I would say half the people that inquire about the program have not worked out in a year or more. And so to that end, we make the workouts purposefully very scalable. So whatever you see on the screen can always be modified up or modified down. So just for instance, let's say we have box jumps that day. And I have somebody that's been there for 2 years and they're jumping on a 30-inch box. All right, maybe you're not quite there yet for whatever reason. You can instead just do step-ups on a 6-inch box until you work up to that level. So we can meet you where you are, and then as you get stronger, we'll just take the intensity up. But yeah, it's a mix of people, but it doesn't impact your experience.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I mean, if I do have any questions, should I just call this number, or is this directly for the gym, or?
Yeah, text is best so I can get back to you immediately. It'll always go to me. Again, my name is Jonathan. So if you otherwise feel good, I would let you go. I'll send you that text message, and whatever question comes from now until your start date, or even during your trial, text this number. I'll get right back to you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Sarah, it was a pleasure speaking to you. So I'll send you that text message right now. It's about 9:45 a.m. right now. If I send you that link, by when do you think you'll be able to finish your registration?
Excuse me?
If I send you the registration link now, when do you think you'll be able to finish your registration?
Probably tonight.
Okay, yeah, no rush.
Tonight, yeah.
No rush, yeah. Get it done whenever you can. If you run into any issues, let me know. I'll be happy to help you.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
Okay, I'll send that over now. It was a pleasure speaking to you, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Likewise. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, so I got pretty lucky that turned out to be like a really easy person to talk to. They ask a lot of the questions that I would normally get anyway. I think the main thing that I wanted to drive with this call was giving them an opportunity to speak. I always have the answer ready. A lot of what I was saying was on autopilot, which is why sometimes I'll like close my eyes or roll my eyes while I'm answering questions, or while I'll sometimes speak so fast because I already know what I'm going to say. Like I know how to ask the injury question. The main things that I'm trying to get across are, what have they been doing? What are their goals? And do they have any injuries? Because after I speak with the person, I have to create notes. Those are the 3 things that trainers need to know. And then from there, I just tell them the things I need to tell them. I got to get the sneaker rule out. I have to explain. People usually ask like how long the classes are. Is there going to be a trainer? So I just tell them that up front. And then I open it up for anything that they might have asked. And sometimes, the questions might seem silly to me, but it makes sense to them. But for the most part, after I'm done with telling them my battery of questions, they usually don't have any questions because it's so comprehensive. They want to know the scheduling, they want to know the price, they want to know how the program works, and they want to know that it's not going to be too hard for them. It's easy. So the main thing is confidence and efficiency. If you can communicate that, I think you have no problem. But that was about it. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. My goal is to help. I hope you found this helpful. Watch as often as you like, and maybe take some tips from there. All right, so I'm about done. How do I end my videos? Yeah, thanks for watching. Share, like, comment, and as always, remember to eat healthy, hydrate, try safe. Stress levels will get rest. Don't stop anybody. Love your clients. Say I love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.